family.
See, once Disney had the rights to the story, and they read through the whole entire thing, they were like, "Whoa, this is a lot more boring than we thought. Can we give her an imaginary cartoon dragon?" They're like, "Absolutely. He can sound like Eddie Murphy. Is that cool? Awesome. Is Eddie Murphy going to be mad at us? Who cares?
Who cares?
Right,
yeah.
Cool. Like Eddie Murphy, and we'll just give him a. I mean, was it Eddie Murphy that was a cartoon dragon?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so they got Eddie Murphy. Okay, so they got Eddie Murphy to do the cartoon dragon voice, and yeah.
Well, see, here's the thing. In the live adaptation, they're actually not doing the dragon or the cricket in the movie.
Because it's realistic.
No, there is no crickets or dragons.
Well, it's not supposed to be a musical. It's supposed to be a
no crickets, no dragons, no ghosts, no otherworldly possibilities.
I think they're gonna have her ancestors as ghosts, just because you could do that. But I'll fight.
Yeah.
I'll fight for Mulan any day. I'll fight for Disney. Listen, I'll sell my soul to Disney.
Funk that movie.
You fighting for Mulan makes as much sense as me fighting for a realist for Pocahontas be remade, only with John Smith and Pocahontas' real historical ages involved, and wanting that. It doesn't make any sense. It's very
real historical.
Yeah, let's talk about how the pioneers wiped out the Indians.
Yeah.
COVID. Blankets. They coughed on blankets and gave it to them.
Yeah, COVID.
Yeah, they gave them polio and COVID.
That was COVID-1.
We brought you guys food. What'd you bring us? I don't know. We've been sick. Here, give them our flu blanket. There you go. There you go.
Blankets.
They're warm.
Yeah.
You guys know warm? You get it.
Yeah, they gave them smallpox and polio.
It's sad.
That's great.
Polio blankets. I would have loved it if infomercials were out during the polio crisis. Have polio stuck in a wheelchair? You're going to need yourself a polio blanket. Put them around your legs.
See, I needed a springboard to talk about this, and I hope that you guys understand that when I say this, it is my point of view only, and not from the point of view of you guys. Now, officially, Disney Plus should have streamed it straight to the service. People outside, right, who are going to see the movie because they're avid Disney lovers, and of course they want to see live adaptations. Whatever. You know what? Like, there's a minimal, probably 4 to 5% of diehards that would actually go and see that movie. Because it was through their childhood, it was through their lives, and they were like, oh, a woman struggling in the Chinese regime only to take the place of her father in a war that, was supposed to be with the Mongols and blah, 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 blah.
Well, Tony, I totally agree with you on that. I 100% agree with you.
No, you have to say the whole thing. I don't want to none that.
If they're really hurting for the money, there should be an option on Disney Plus. You can see Mulan right now. Pay 99 cents or
Correct.
Something like that on top of your like an HBO on demand situation. This isn't new technology; it's old technology. It's been used. It's a little point and click, and people would stay in their houses. You're completely right that only diehards would go in there. This is a
now herein lies the dilemma. Herein lies the dilemma, and here's the same problem that movie theaters are having right now as well. And I know, Sparky, you're going to go into this in a second, but I'm gonna say it for you. Streaming services are not necessarily the newest thing, but they are killing the movie industry. And they can kill the movie industry in one foul swoop if they wanted to.
Yeah.
The only thing that is keeping the movie industry actually right where it is because of the ease of use to multi-stream multiple movies at one time.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Now, here's the ultimate problem with streaming services now, such as Disney Plus, Netflix, HBO, Hulu. Regardless of what you're using, who you're going with, blah blah blah. DC, Marvel, Star Wars, blah 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 blah. Someone's taking your money. Like, someone's, regardless of who it is, someone's taking your money. Now, the companies, such as, like, who's the boycott right now? Who's boycotting all the movie theaters? It's, Sony Pictures and the ones that just did, Trolls.
DreamWorks?
But DreamWorks.
DreamWorks, yeah.
Whatever corporation that they're the bigger part of is boycotting going into the theaters.
Pixar?
I don't remember who it was, but...
Pixar's part of Disney.
Yeah, Pixar's part of Disney. But anyways, they're boycotting going into the theaters once they open up. Because, guess how much money they made just streaming Trolls to a live stream. Or not necessarily to a live stream, but charging people $3.99, $4.99, $5.99 to stream it right to their house. Millions of dollars. They made millions of dollars. And not to say that Trolls is a bad movie.
It's a kid's movie.
It's a kid's movie, and it's average at best. Like, I've seen it, I watched it. Is it good? I mean, it's alright.
I love your take on movies, man. It's always where my heart is. I swear to you, we could talk movies for hours on that. No matter what, because geez, average at best, perfect, right on the spot. It's good for the genre of kids. They will make millions of dollars for it. I mean, you know, there was a money grab to start with while making.
Huge.
By having every genre of music being appreciated per troll, and just in the main focus of it all, there's a very vague storyline with even a vaguer plot, and the end point, I'm not even sure if there's an ending. There doesn't even need to be an ending. There could be a to be continued, and the kids won't know the difference. They'll just want to watch the next episode.
Of course, yeah, definitely. I mean, to be honest, like, it was an average movie with under average music, an under average plot line, but a reminiscence to be included into every aspect of inclusion. So, like, you know, different genres, different people, different trolls were all included and all inclusive in that movie.
You know,
and it throws out a really good, you know, like a good plot line. The good plot line was to be inclusive.
A PG-rated kind of plot line.
Sure,
but you know
sure.
what's going to happen now when they do a sequel. It's not even if, it's when they do a sequel.
Yeah.
Trolls 2, they're going to grab
Trolls 3.
Trolls 3? Okay,
yeah.
And Trolls 3. So they're going to do another sequel. It might be, you know that they're going to do a Little Richard troll now because they don't have to give him any money.
Wow.
Yeah, the Trolls are a ripoff of the Smurfs.
Yeah, of course they are. Of course they are. They're a lovable cartoon character with many different aspects and people and diverse. All about diversity, man. All about diversity and inclusion.
For some odd reason, I think that Disney owned him, Little Richard, a lot of his crap, a lot of his music. I don't want to call it crap because it was very good stuff. I think Disney owned it. Something tells me Disney owned his rights. I have no idea what. Because I know Sony didn't have them. Sony owns David Bowie's stuff.
I mean, it's a possibility. I don't even know. Who knows?
But something tells me Disney's got a lot of evil stuff going on there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're an evil empire.
Like, yeah, especially with Mulan. Like, man, you could... Come on, man.
I know.
You could do both. You could say, show your subscription to Disney Plus, and if you show this a subscription to Disney Plus... at the movie theaters, you can get in for free. There's your promotion right there for Mulan. Now you got people watching it and customer appreciation type of vertical integration.
See, it's so smart. And you know, not necessarily that none of these movies would make in the 100 million mark. You know what? I think they're gonna make it. It's gonna make its money probably in the 40 to 50 million.
Oh yeah.
But to break $1 billion like they're doing with Marvel shows, or you know, any of their super big names like Aladdin was actually big, and it was big international, not necessarily in the United States, but internationally it made more money.
Yeah, the Aladdin Aladdin movie made more sense being a cartoon. You can do more with the cartoon as far as having the genie pull out anything. Will Smith didn't need to do it, but I'm guessing, he was like, all right, I'm guessing he's having a Matrix hangover is what I'll call it, Matrix hangover. Like, Will Smith, now remember when you read the script to The Matrix and you said, no, you're right, I'll do it.
Did you see where he's actually reconstituting his music career by doing a couple different things for the COVID lockdown?
Will Smith is getting jiggy with it again.
Yeah, him and Jazzy Jeff.
Man, you know what? Parents just don't understand. It's going to turn into grandparents just don't understand, or my kids just don't understand.
You know what I do understand? Good TV. And I'm going to tell you a couple different things actually coming out. I was actually doing a little bit of research this week. I did research. And, I'm going to throw up the air quotes on research.
I get research with my phone's over there.
We got all week.
Well, officially on the nerdy front, you got Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Coming out on ABC May 27th.
The second half of the end. This is the second half of the last season of the final season.
Yeah.
When does Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. pull a Star Trek and just go way too far?
Oh, it was like too. As soon as they introduced Inhumans, I think, because that was a disaster.
With those blue guys, right? What the hell they call them?
Well, the Terrigen Mist in with the
Scrolls.
The Skrull.
The Skrulls,
Yeah.
I think that's maybe what, like the Nebulas with Star Trek. Okay, all right. I guess if this thing can time travel, you guys could get a lot of stuff done with, for all you Star Wars fans or Star Trek fans out there.
Agreed. You have officially for the DC content Stargirl. Coming out on the CW May 18th.
That show I saw some previews for. It looks somewhat intriguing to a very, very light degree. Luke Wilson is in it.
I like the fact that they have the Legion of Doom.
Okay.
Now, if they stick with the Legion of Doom as far as introducing them into a series, I think they could do a lot better. Especially with like Solomon Grundy and stuff like that, but
suppose they could get Downfire to play Lex Luthor again.
Yeah.
The Legion of Doom. I mean, they should show it from a sympathetic version of where the so-called bad guys are coming from. That'd be a nice perspective where you now have so what Batman and Robin, and I hate using that movie as an example, but the one character, Mr. Freeze, using that just one character basis as an example of Mr. Freeze's wife and why he didn't like Gotham Industries and all that nice stuff. It gave him motive and reason behind any kind of evil idea of what to do. So if they focus on that idea for the Legion of Doom characters one by one, and how they all sort of meet up through coincidence or fate or however you have it.
I agree.
That would be a nice way to do it. Instead, I'm pretty sure they're going to go the basic ways of writing. Oh, why are they evil? Because. Good enough for me. Okay, write it down.
But which Legion of Doom characters they talk about introducing?
Well, I just said Solomon Grundy. Apparently they're going a CGI route with him, but...
Alright, I guess that makes sense.
They already had his character in something though. The Solomon Grundy character.
It may have been talked about in a flash, but I don't know if it was actually ever used.
Yeah, no. He was used because they brought his character back from. I can't remember what character, but they used the character something like Solomon Grundy on a DC show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I keep on saying Supergirl, but it might be Supergirl actually.
No, they used them on Gotham.
Gotham. That's what they used.
Was that what it was? Okay.
Yeah, a friend of mine, Warren Bubb, we did the movie together. Man in a Box plays a cop in that TV show. That's the only way that I kept up on the idea.
Okay.
Very good actor all around. Normally plays mafia parts, but in this part he was playing a very well-acted cop. Where you're like, this guy's too good of an actor to be playing a cop like this. Not at the point where you could throw him on Law and Order. but totally to the point where you can put them